what we project outside to everybody else. Oh, I ain't never getting married, bro. I ain't never getting married.
Yeah, that's just so many times.
I'll be single for life. I don't want no relationship. We all say that.
Yep.
Until
that person.
All this shit happens.
Yep.
And then we're like, fuck.
What happened? What?
Profound.
Yes, bro. There's that steady eye contact with the profound as strong but like very steady, majestic clap, bro. I love it.
We gotta fucking.
That was perfect. It was a priceless moment. I wish
we gonna get into it, or it's gonna get into us. He said.
Remember that.
You can make anything sound profound if you just reverse it and then give them that little lean with the point.
Yeah. That's what I'm notorious for?
Yup. You got that notorious way of spinning anything.
I have no idea where it comes from. It literally just sputters out like it's a part of my existence, I feel like.
Or is your existence a part of it?
You see?
There it is. There it is. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back
for another exclusive episode. Exclusive. Of Stripped Down Podcast. Exclusive. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to the psychology of how us motherfuckers think.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yo, because I read a few things. I saw a couple things online on like the tests that guys do on women, and I'm just like, yeah, some of it's true, but it's so generalized. I'm just like, let me think, how do we really test women? And we do it subconsciously. You know what I mean? We don't do it like with the intent of testing. So when you meet a new girl or whatever, right away, immediately, men, we're in like a sexual kind of mindset.
Yeah.
We're looking, how do I sleep with this woman?
Yeah.
Right? That's the first mindset that we're in.
It's the truth, though.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a few tests that we do. There's the sexual one. There's the one where there's like a humor test. It's like the sarcasm test almost. Like testing your humor.
Yeah.
Your sarcasm.
What your personality is like.
Exactly. And then there's like I call it your care test. Like how much do you actually care about me? You know what I mean? Or is this just like something that's surface level, shallow? How deep does this pool go? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Is it an 8 feet pool or is it 3 feet? Like you can't go in the deep end? Yeah,
how deep are we going, baby? Are we diving into the deep end?
Or is it the shallow end where you don't want to dive?
We just gonna stay in the shallow end? Okay. See, but there's things we do as men to test whether or not it's something that's gonna be long term or something that's just gonna be short term, right? And there's 3 things that I thought of. The 3 things. First, it's a sexual test, right? It's how you respond to me or a guy wanting to advance sexually.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a couple different ways to look at it. Because I usually find myself, being attracted to somebody and the sex kind of comes pretty quick. So it could be, it's not necessarily a bad thing if it comes quick. But it could be also
no pun
a good
intended.
It could also, not me. I'm not talking about myself, bro. I'm talking about something else. Never that.
Married man. Let me stop.
I told you, I go straight back to eating pudding if I ever get close to that point. Hell no. Never.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, but like, okay, so it's, normally when I say the sexual test, like you're thinking, oh, I gotta hold out so he can respect me. It's not yes and no. It's like, are you respecting your own boundaries, right? If you want to hook up with somebody, like, and you hook up with them, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, but you're the one in control. Yeah. Right? You're the one not allowing him to overstep your comfort level. That's the test right there. Right? If it goes too quick, right? And you allow the guy to overstep your comfort level, then that's you failed the test. Right? But if we're going at your pace and you wanted to hook up on the second date, third date, whatever, because you wanted to, and that kind of comes across clear to us because you are the one that was initiating, or you were the one that kind of, like, if we went to try to be a little bit physical with you by touching or whatever, you kind of slowed us down. Like, you set your boundaries. Yeah. And then you allowed us to pass as you were comfortable. That's the test right there. Yeah. Right? You know what's crazy? I actually got a DM that I read from this woman. And as I could tell, she was on like some mature, knowing what she wanted out of life and everything like that. She told me, she was like, of course, giving me advances and everything like that, like straight off the rip. She's like, all right, I'm not going to waste time. I don't want to do the whole, oh, what's your favorite color or this and that and everything like that, because it's just small talk that I don't care for, that you don't care for. You have goals in your life. You're at this point in your life and everything like that. You don't need, any serious relationship or dating or whatever. So here's, I'm saying, I'm down to, just have fun or whatever. And that's that, because I'm on the same wave, basically. Right. So it's basically like her initiating, like, out the rip of, this is what I want. And out of my own intention, not me feeling like I got to be obligated. And now it's like I'm feeling it. So I was like, damn, I ain't never heard a woman be so clear and direct. And you can't help but respect it. I respect the hell out of it. I was just like, wow. So it's like, look, it goes either way. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you want to hold out, that's fine too. Right? But it's like on your terms. Yeah. Right? And we're going to respect it. Yeah. If there's a guy who tries to overstep those boundaries or whatever, is a little impatient, isn't respecting it, and then starts to guilt trip you, get mad or whatever, he failed the test. Absolutely he did. Right? He failed the test. You don't want, that's not the type of guy, because then that's just going to lead to other things that he's going to guilt you over. Exactly. I don't get my way, then fucking, It's like, bro, you got to respect each other's boundaries, absolutely, period, right? 100%. So that's the first test. Is a sexual test. Don't let him overstep your boundaries. Go at your own pace. And wherever that boundary is, doesn't matter if you slide it in and you're initiating right away. Like, you're gonna get a man's respect. Yeah. You know what I mean? A man's respect. Absolutely. Emphasis on the word man. Emphasis on the word. Right? Absolutely, I agree wholeheartedly. And then the second test is that sarcasm test. The humor test, right? So when we're hanging out and, I crack a joke or I'm a little sarcastic with you, how are you handling it? Are you getting easily offended? Yeah. Can you dish it back? Yeah. You know what I mean? Can you take a joke or are you just like too uptight a little bit? You know what I mean? Different guys have different levels of sarcasm. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like we're trying to see, are you cool? Are you down to earth? Are you just a vibe? Can we laugh together? Can we have fun together? Can we fuck around and just like not take life so seriously together? Yeah, right? Yeah. And that's a big sign for a guy, how we're gonna handle situations in the future. Right. Right. And and how much I'm gonna enjoy your company outside of the bedroom. That part. Right? Which is very much a life there. You know what I'm saying? It's not just so we got to laugh together. Yeah. Us guys, we love laughter. We love having fun. We're immature little kids sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of this sarcasm and joking and not taking things so seriously sometimes. This goes both ways. Yeah. So if you can have fun together, boom, that's a good sign. That's a great sign. Right? But also, we're if we go too far with a joke that might be a little bit, that was like kind of rude or, and you could voice it. Don't feel, because you don't receive passive aggressive insults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's certain a line, and then if you can make that line known, you know, that's respectable.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's okay, cool. I'm not gonna joke like that anymore. But it's still, like, we could still have fun together. But now I know that there's a line. You know your boundaries.
Yeah.
Of like, yo.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, because it shows you don't take life too seriously for one, and then you have substance to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we yearn for that.
Yeah, you don't have to laugh at everything, right? If he tells a bad joke,
you don't just laugh. Just laugh.
It's like you can kind of like and it kind of comes across as rude or maybe misogynistic or whatever. He tells a shitty joke, and you're like,
real.
That's a shitty joke. I got called out on this one time. It wasn't even a joke I was trying to make. You know how you could use the word bitch, like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, you know, kind of just like to your friends and whatnot, like,
right.
Damn,
but your girl?
bitch. Yeah, like I say that like sometimes to my girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
But that to me, that's like a sign that like we're cool with each other. It's like you're my sister, my home girl. Like it's a sensitive word, right? So we were drinking one time, and you know, I got too comfortable too quick.
Okay,
right?
What happened? I'm dying to hear it.
I got comfortable too quick, and a question was like, I don't know, can't remember exactly what it was, but somebody said something to me. I was like, bitch, please, like something like that. And she's like, excuse me, like, what did you call me? I was like, whoa, I immediately backtracked.
Immediately retracted.
Right away, I apologized. I was like, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
Right, but she took it like really serious.
So even after you apologized?
She still kind of gave me shit about it. And then it was like, it's cool to call me out, right? But now you're like taking it too seriously. I apologized already. I already retracted.
Yeah.
Right? Like I admit I got too comfortable too quick.
Right.
But now you're like
chastising you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, see now, like, what else is that gonna lead to, right?
Right. Because I can see if you kept on that, then she would have justification to feel some type of way about it. But I mean, you apologized and you caught it right off the rip. So it's like, why are you still coming at me? Like, I didn't mean it.
No, she's like, she wasn't like really coming at me hard, but she was giving me shit, and she just kind of kept going with it. And I was just like, okay, so, you know, this kind of tells me that
you can't joke with her like that.
Yeah, I can't joke at all, like with you, like, or you're just gonna hold things over my head as soon as something goes wrong. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And you're not gonna get over it. It's gonna be a pain for us to get over anything. Yeah. You know, and move on. Yeah. And that's like respect, but I'm not that dude. I'm gonna fuck up a lot. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna make mistakes. Let's move on. Let's figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's that test. It's like, can we joke with each other? Can we be sarcastic with each other? How seriously are you gonna take it? And this is straight up, girls. This is what we do. Yeah. And it's subconscious sometimes. It's not like we're intentionally doing it, but we're taking mental notes as we have these interactions. And it's like, okay, cool. I like her a little bit more because she's like, okay, cool. She's checking that box. She's checking that box. Yeah. And then the final one, do you know the final one?
What's the final one?
It's like
dun, 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 dun.
The care and consideration part of it. It's like, does this person, okay, now we have a relationship. Yeah. Like, it could be a mild relationship, right? Maybe just friends with benefits, right? And this is what happened to me. Every time I catch myself catching feelings, it's because they start to show that they care, like really care, right? And it's like small little gestures. Yeah. You know, it's nothing like crazy. Like they go out of their way. You know, when they come over one time, I brought one of your favorite foods or this little snack for you. I thought you might like this while you work. You know, something small, nonchalant. It's like she's not trying to, like, impress me or anything. She's just like, it was no big deal. Right. Casual. It's like, but I was thinking about you. I considered you. I was being considerate.
Being thoughtful.
A little bit. Well, it didn't really go too far. I didn't go out of my way or whatever. But it's like, I did this for you. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
That was kind of thoughtful.
Very thoughtful.
She's like, I'm not just a walking penis to her.
Oh, it didn't occur to me that I'm not just a piece of meat.
It's like,
I really appreciate you.
She actually kind of gives a shit. She's considerate, hey, I thought you might like this. I want maybe you'd want to come and check this out with me, or that, you know what I mean, that type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, do you find yourself doing the same thing?
Yeah, I told it came down to the point where me going out of my way to do shit that I wouldn't normally do, and it was just so natural of a occurrence and organic.
But what made you that way? Because
I felt not just comfortable, but I just felt like I wanted to affect her in a way that was positive and to be some sort of a reason for her to basically smile for her happiness and everything like that, because it started to I started to care more. You know what I'm saying? I was just
But what kicked off that care?
The way she made me feel about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like when the person can make you feel better about yourself than how you were before they even came in your life, then that speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh wow, so you're a benefit to me, you're an enhancement to my life, and I'm starting to realize that okay, so now I can sort of be comfortably me and give you that love that I naturally would give to someone that I feel cares about me enough to enhance my life, to want me to do better and want me to become better and want to do thoughtful things here and there to show that, oh wow, damn, you didn't have to, but thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so for you, this kind of goes at, I'm sure a lot of people maybe listening have heard of the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
Words of affirmation. She's somebody that motivated you.
Yeah.
Encouraging, help, build up your self-esteem, help reinforce this image that she wants you to think of yourself, and it makes you feel good, and it's damn.
Yeah, and also the service.
Yeah.
Acts of service.
Yeah. That's a sign of her caring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's okay, that makes me like you some more.
Yeah.
It's okay, we're not just surface level friends. It's we care for each other. Right.
Because especially when she's not being asked to do any of this stuff.
Yeah,
or not,
that's the part.
And not feeling oh, I have to be obligated to do this. If when you're doing it out of your own genuine want, then that shows me that, okay, wow, now this connection is starting to deepen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's a very important factor right there.
Right. And it's if the guy doesn't reciprocate that, those acts of kindness or those words of affirmation or whatever, then it's okay, maybe he's taking those acts of kindness for granted.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not in a stage in his life where he may notice it, but he's doesn't want to reciprocate it because he knows if he does, then it's going to lead to something that he's not ready for.
Yeah.
It's okay, cool. I'm going to leave you be then. You know what I mean? I'm going to start to back off.
That part.
Because you can't force it. You can't force
it. You cannot force it. And neither do you want to force it.
No.
I feel anything that you have to force or feel like you need to force, it's not worth
You'll
doing.
never have to force a guy to commit that wants commitment.
Exactly.
That he might not admit it to himself or out loud.
Yeah.
But if he wants it deep down, you won't have to force it.
100%.
Right?
It's I feel like it goes hand in hand with guys, being hard and saying all this about the opposite sex of women and this and that, but when they're on the couch with them and being fondled and cuddled, it's just they turn into little baby boys.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? It's love.
We love being fondled, man. I love being fondled. When you're fondling you, shit, just melting in your arms, baby. Fondle away. That was step 3 I was going to say. No, fondling. No.
There you go.
Step 4, I mean. Does she fondle you well? That's another time.
I feel I don't know why, but that's such a big thing for me.
You're saying coddling.
No, well, that's what I mean, but that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
It really is. I appreciate that from any relationship that I have been in to where that was existent.
Yeah.
I felt like, wow. Like,
What's that stem from?
So much love for me. I love you. Yes, this feels so good.
What's that stem from?
It stems from my lack of that emotional love and that I didn't have from a motherly figure,
right,
from my mom.
Yeah.
So it's like, you give it to me, you're giving me what I'm lacking.
Yeah.
You know?
See, every guy's different, right? And in that scenario, that's exactly it. Mm-hmm. You know? But
I think women are made to love, though.
Yeah.
They were created to do that.
I think we're all made to love.
Well, men are more for, that's the reason why they're more of like protectors, laborers, you know, being a leader for their families and everything like that. Women are created essentially, specifically for love, for their God. That's the reason why.
For nurturing.
Yeah, for nurturing and everything like that. That's the reason why it's like they don't even have to tell themselves that I need to do this. It just naturally happens.
Yeah, but us guys, we do have a strong sense of love and care.
Yeah,
as well.
But I mean, in a sense of like that, when it comes to the nurturing sort of. Yeah. You know, guys do have that, but I mean,
we have love, but we show it differently.
Predominantly, exactly. Yeah. Predominantly, women, they have sort of that, like, oh my, and I love it. Women, I love you so much.
I mean, that nurturing thing is because you didn't have that maybe, and it's like that's something that you crave, right? Yeah. And you look for, you test, is this person like this? Is it gonna be like that? And then when you see it, you're like, ooh. Yeah. Okay, now that I could feel a deeper connection rather than a surface level connection, this is somebody that I would consider to be like a life. Yeah. You know, somebody I could go further with, right?
100%. 100%.
I mean, this parlays right into the next thing that we're going to get into, which is how us men, like the process in which we fall in love, right? Because like, if we're being real, we're all fucking afraid of falling in love.
They're afraid of commitment.
Afraid of commitment, afraid of getting hurt.
Attachments,
afraid of catching feelings. That's the new generation. We all fucking afraid of feelings.
That's
no,
the new generation.
It is what it is. And you know, each their own. Some people have really good reasons to want to avoid that because they're not ready for it.
But as long as they're not stringing along the person or making them think that this is the route that we're going, instead of being up front in the beginning of, okay, this is.
Well, see, that's the thing about us men. We're not up front because we don't realize what we want right away. We're gonna say up front, this is what I do. I don't want anything. Yeah. This is I don't want anything. But then all of a sudden, like I start to like you so much, and I start, maybe. I don't know. Do I want?
Or is that sort of a transient of the idea of the person that you feel that you want, that is sort of you're sort of perceiving in this person? Because I think I
don't know what I want.
I think a lot of the times too, we fall in love with the idea of a person rather than the person themselves. So that's the reason why, like, when something doesn't work out with someone.
Yeah. See, but if you don't know what you want, and then you see, oh well, I don't know, I feel good.
Well, I mean, that is a big thing.
Right?
Yeah.
You showed me these signs that, you know, you passed all these tests. We get along, we hang out great, like we have a good sexual chemistry. It started with that, and now it led into like, yo, we actually like hanging out with each other outside of, having sex. And then, you actually care for me. And then all of a sudden that thought process where maybe this is the type of person I want. Maybe something could work with this person. Like there's like a process to us guys getting to that place. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And it starts with us being like, it's a sexual attraction for us first. Yeah. Right? It's like, yo, damn. I want a piece of that. We're gonna have some fun. Yeah. Right? But then what comes along after that, it's like, yo, he respects you. Like you earn my respect. It's like we're not just fuck buddies. Yeah. We're not just friends with benefits. Like you earn my respect because like you showed me all these other things about you. Exactly. Like you kind of told me what your goals are. You showed me you have ambition, and you show me you have respect for yourself, like boundaries. What are some things that makes you gain the girl's respect?
I mean, you hit every nail on the head. And especially when she's very much so honest, like in every aspect of it, to where she doesn't feel like she has to tell me things that I want to hear instead of being completely real and raw, like with me in every single way. You know?
Right.
It could be conversational, it could be just anything, you know? So I think that for me, most importantly, it's like when you're just fucking brutally honest about everything. You're not holding back. You're not trying to be nice about this. You're just you, and you're being honest with me like that. You will earn so much of my respect from that, because it's just like, okay, now I feel like we can literally talk about anything. I can talk to you about even my inner stuff that I don't even talk about with anybody, because I value now your opinion because you've earned that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's like for me, like when you can be honest, like with everything, that is in itself.
Yeah. And also like non-judgmental.
And exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I can be open without you like chastising me, without you like making me feel guilty about what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could just be open, be myself.
Or holding it over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
actually,
but that comes like later. You don't figure that out about them sometimes. It started with the sexual attraction, and it's like you're trying to get sex out of the person, right? So maybe she doesn't give it up right away, and you guys just are forced to hang out with each other. It's like that initially like was your goal and what was top of mind initially.
Yeah.
But then you're like, okay, well, I gotta spend a little bit more time with her, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, while I'm putting in this time to try to get sex, she's actually showing me all these characteristics about her that I actually like really love. She's not judging me.
Right.
She's not, she has her boundaries. I respect that. She has her goals, her ambitions. I respect that. It's like, oh, wow. Okay, now it's not just about the sex.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. 100%.
And it's like but the opposite scenario, let's say you are hooking up right away, but then you guys like still hang out here and there outside of sex, right? You have sex with somebody long enough, you're going to figure out more and more about them.
Oh, 100%.
Right. You're going to hang out afterwards a little bit in bed. The next morning, maybe you want to go grab lunch, and then it leads into like all these casual hangouts, and then you start to learn a little bit more and more. This is exactly what happened to me, bro. Fucking take her to breakfast,
This is true. This
now
is
all of a
real.
sudden I'm like, it was supposed to be like a one night stand.
That's her.
Now I'm having breakfast with you. We're talking about life. I'm like, oh damn.
That's what happens.
You're a dope person.
Yeah.
I kind of like you. Let's hang out like this a little bit more. Now I learn more and more. I'm getting deeper into your life, about your work and everything. And I'm figuring that, I'm like, oh, wow. It's not just about the sex anymore.
There you go. It's not just about the sex.
And then it's like,
it's a very important part. A very important point that you made.
Yeah.
100%.
You gain his respect through those things, right? He sees you care. He feels like he could be himself around you. There's no judgment. And also he sees that, I can make you happy. You know what I mean? These things that I do for you, like they make you happy.
Yeah.
Right? Like that makes me feel real good that I'm able to do that for somebody. Like, you know what I mean? That's why we love when you guys laugh at our jokes. Or when we do something and it makes you really happy, makes us feel real good.
Absolutely.
It's like, I can make this person happy, right? It makes us feel good about ourselves.
Yeah, because I mean that in itself just shows that like you care for my well-being. I mean, when you're able to exude happiness onto somebody, that just shows that like you invested your timely and your energy and everything to go outside of your way in the most unselfish manner to focus it on someone else, So I think that in itself just shows like, wow, you're willing to sacrifice a little, kind of yourself for me. Like that means a lot, and it creates a bond, a stronger bond, So
exactly. And I think like the last thing would be like the timing of everything, right? Because us guys, we're never ready. To like in our own heads, or like to what we project outside to everybody else. I ain't never getting married, bro. I ain't never getting married.
Yeah, that's just so many times.
I'll be single for life. I don't want no relationship. We all say that.
Yep.
Until
that person,
all this shit happens, and then we're like,
what happened? What?
I'll admit it. I'm so guilty of this.
What you be saying, bro? We're like coming into the city for the first time.
Yup. We're never fucking ready for a relationship until a series of events happen.
Yep.
And then boom, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Will you marry me? Damn! What happened last week? You said fuck.
They say you living together, then y'all talk about.
And this is literally the process on how he gets there.
Yeah.
He started the process exactly like me and you.
Yeah.
I don't want no relationship.
Yeah, I don't ever want
I'm not getting. No, I don't fuck. No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Like miss me with that.
And then all of a sudden this happens. Boom, 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 boom. Fuck.
Gotcha.
She got me. She got me.
Gotcha.
And then.
But it's not a bad thing. I just feel like sometimes like why not? Like what's wrong with
exactly? Then now you start to say why not?
Yeah, like why not? Instead of why did this happen? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that is something we should be asking ourselves. It's like I deserve this. They deserve this. We found two compatible souls. See? Like, come on.
We're indecisive.
Yeah.
We're contradicting our own.
No, 100%.
You know.
And you know what's the craziest thing to me sometimes is like the dynamic and the thought process of people being in relationships and like, damn, you know what? I wonder, the whole grass is green on the other side and like, damn, like, oh, single, this and that, whatever. But then while you're single, you're like, oh, fuck, man, if I had a person, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's pretty interesting to me.
We go through like ebbs and flows of like, wanting it and, oh no, fuck that, and timing does kind of matter. Because like, if you really aren't in a position
to be in a
relationship because like you're just fucking inundated with outside things, then it's gonna be really tough.
And you won't serve that person justice either. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't be doing any benefit to them. And I feel like if you're not benefiting that person, you're hindering them. So and don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, don't waste your time trying to make it work. Like, there's you're capable of finding love.
Absolutely.
We just gave you the process. Find a guy who's worthy of it, and then just go through. Be patient.
Yeah.
And you'll get there.
Absolutely.
And shit.
Spoken from a true king.
Fucking. But dude, I always say this. Don't you always hear me say this?
Yeah.
I'm too busy with work. I can't. No, it's never gonna happen. It was at the time I did fall in love. Same story.
That's why I know whenever I hear anything like that, it's like I even told you that one time. I was just like, all right, Myles, just wait, because one time it's gonna be somebody that just spontaneously, randomly comes into your life, and it's gonna be that person.
Bro, can I be honest with you? It's like I start having those thoughts about my FWB.
Really?
I really did. But then it's like you get to a point, and then it's like, okay, here's the crossroads. Which way are we going? Mm-hmm. Okay, you get to that point where
it starts,
where it's like it started out sexually, then we start hanging out. I started noticing all these things. You gain my respect. You gain my care. You showed me a little bit that you care, or whatever. Okay, now I'm going to reciprocate it, and now based off how you respond at this moment, it's I'm forcing you to put your cards on the table, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't respond and you back off, I'm backing off, right? And then you get there, and if they back off, which if I can be completely honest, that's exactly what happened, or that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's like, okay, fuck. Damn, I kind of wanted that, but now you're making me second guess it. Yeah. So I'm gonna back off.
But then it goes back to the whole root of the beginning of which I made clear. It was like, it won't ever get to this because we're already on an understanding of this is what it is. But then that's when those natural human emotional components come in.
Exactly.
And it's like, fuck.
So it's like, why am I getting mad about it though? Because that's what I signed up for.
Exactly.
Right? I knew.
Yep.
Right? From the get-go. Right? That's what I attracted in that moment because that's what I wanted in that moment. Just that.
Yeah.
And now it's like I got down to this point and I'm going to get mad about it. I'll admit, it did. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, naturally.
The fuck? But now I'm like,
I asked for it.
What'd you expect, bro?
Yeah. like you manifested this into you because this is what you wanted.
Yeah.
So I gave you what you wanted. Cool. So like,
it's like, all right, whatever though. I'll remind myself, you're a dope human being, man.
Absolutely.
You could fucking, when you allow yourself to open up and be you to somebody, you know who you are.
Yeah. Somebody's
gonna fuck with it.
And I think that's the most important thing too for anyone that's in a situation as such of signing up for something and kind of not expecting something to happen, but then you start feeling some type of way and then things don't go your way. Self-hype yourself up again.
Yeah, remind yourself
like, yo,
you the shit.
All right, fuck it, this happened. I asked for this, but you know what? At the end of the day, that doesn't take away my value because I realize that I will get what I deserve at some point. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not you.
Yeah, it's not for you.
It says, okay, whatever. We didn't line up. I was trying to make something line up that wasn't supposed to. Bro, let's be real with each other.
Yeah.
We weren't like. These puzzle pieces ain't supposed to fit together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're going to spend all damn day trying to put that puzzle together.
It's tough because emotions and feelings and love is a motherfucker. It's
really
like really hard to get over and just like accept it because you're like, why can't I have it, right? Or whatever.
But can you imagine being a human without emotions?
See, that's a shit human being to be.
That's
but like you gotta be patient, accept reality.
Yeah.
Fucking, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's right.
Hype yourself back up, go back to focusing on what you gotta do, and then you can, like maybe use it as motivation, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you weren't ready, but you're gonna regret like not jumping on the opportunity because I'm just gonna become that dope of a person through my work, like through my progression and my self-improvement that I do on myself. That okay, you missed out. It could be a source of motivation. You could use it like that.
That part. That part.
And then boom, again, you work on yourself. You attract what you reflect. I might wake up a month from now. Thank God I dodged that one because that's not really what I wanted.
Yeah.
My emotions were dictating my logic.
Yeah. Which happens a lot.
We act on emotion and then we justify with logic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead of acting on logic and then allowing the
emotion to fulfill.
That's another one John gave me, bro.
Yeah, no, but that's deep. That's true though. Let me write that down in my little pen pad real quick.
How often do we literally act on emotion and then we justify our decisions with logic? But it was an emotional decision to begin with.
Yeah, that happens a lot, man.
It's not always the right one. Logic is the...
But at least it's recognizing that. You know what I'm saying? When you're oblivious to that, then that's when it can cause more issues for yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
So I was like, shit, okay, well, look. You gotta look at the positive. Fuck, we had some good times. That chapter's done.
Yeah.
That's it. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna be happy in my way. You're gonna be happy in your way, and I'm gonna be happy for you, and hopefully you're gonna be happy for me. Don't be bitter though when you see.
Don't be bitter.
Nah.
I'm doing my thing. No, let me say.
But yeah, no, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we all go through it.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys can take some of this information.
Absolutely.
And we just gave you a playbook on these boys.
Literally. We will have a manual, tangible playbook that we'll give to you.
The fuckboy manual.
The fuckboy manual.
Got you that fuckboy manual. Let's just turn to chapter 13, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to teach you.
Oh, wait, we done sold 1 million copies?
Bro, we would be rich. We make this fuckboy, we would be fucking rich. New York Times bestseller.
It's for a different discussion, but there you go.
Yo, take it from a couple guys. Yo, we've been fucking around and had our experiences and like had certain mentalities that we broke, and matured in the process. And then it's like, oh, that's why I was the way I was. Now we just gonna put you on game, girl.
There you go. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken for some true ass, real experiences, At the end of the day, that's what we can give you.
That's right.
Bearing it all, baby.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we got this week. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
We appreciate you lending us your ears, your eyes, And your inner thighs.
I was waiting for it. There we go.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Keep those comments flowing. Keep the feedback coming in. We appreciate all of it. We use a lot of it to help figure out what we should talk about on the next episodes and whatnot. We got a lot of great content coming.
Just wait and see. Oh my God.
We've been diving in deep.
A lot of great content, ladies.
All about the sex, the dating, the relationships, and the nastiness.
We could save
the nasty.
Nasty gang.
We'll surprise you. Nasty gang. Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all being here for all these 50 episodes.
50 in celebration. Thank you so much, ladies, for rocking with us this entire time. We love you guys. We love you guys.
That is right.
Immensely.
That's right.
Now let's next 50, baby. Let's hold on strong.
To 50.
We all in this together.
To 500 more.
To 500 more. I love seeing these little milestones, man. They're coming up.
They're coming. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. But anyway, ladies, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us. Go spread the love. Go apply the Fuckboy Manual and get back to us. Yes. Let us know how it goes. We will see you next week. Peace.